Clunge!
What was
Nice.
that word?
Lift off.
What was that word?
Nothing?
Plunge.
Was it minge?
No.
He did not
No.
say that. He wouldn't say that around me.
I don't know what he said.
I keep hearing
That
this word
helps.
around the podcast and you British people. I really have no idea what it means. And I probably don't, do I?
What?
What?
Minge or clunge?
Minge is a slightly unpolite word for ladies' areas.
Okay. But it's you always act like it's so very, very offensive. And it's like, really? It is?
I
It's not,
don't-
it's not
it's-
offensive.
No?
No, it's not really. It's just a
Not
word I
offensive.
don't like.
It's on level with wank, basically.
Oh.
That kind of level.
The reason I don't like it is because when I was a teenager and I was working as a waitress in a restaurant, my name's Lindsay, but somebody used to mispronounce it, and they ended up calling me Minzy, and then it got shortened to Minge. So I ended up having that as a nickname when I worked there, and I hated it.
That's so funny.
So people are cruel. Cruel people.
Binge.
And speaking of cruelty, when we last left off,
Yeah.
you guys had assaulted the Black Keep. You'd been eaten into by rot grubs. You had been shot in the head by a pale stranger.
Damn his hide.
Dealt with something
Hide.
that hurts the tongue even to pronounce its name in Hungry Fogs. And then had stepped into a library with a Pukwudgie.
Pukwudgie.
Would you?
Not a
Some
Pugwudgie.
stupid shit. Pugwudgies that I think is drawing a this, I feel.
The Pukwudgie, as well as his wraith friends, who actually weren't too difficult for you.
I was surprised. If the wraiths had started wailing on us, we'd have been bad, but we did okay.
Well, they tried, but you guys made your save, so you're all right. And I guess at this point you're basically assessing what else you're going to do, or
Do we want to search this burnt library, or do we want to retreat from this place right now and heal up a bit?
That might be a good plan.
Because I know you're probably hammered out of spells, are you?
Yeah, I was getting that way.
A lot of my high levels are gone. I could probably survive a while longer, but not very long. And to be honest, judging by the fact that what's in this goddamn place, the next door could be something truly horrendous.
I've used ear-piercing scream, 2 lightning bolts, and my 2 volcanic storms.
What have you got left?
I've got tentacles, death ward, polymorph, feeble mind, damnation stride. I swapped in my spare for a lightning bolt. I have things like invisibility. I have web, but a lot of mine are
kind of okay
well, yeah, but a lot of them aren't things that will work on.
on the undead people.
Yeah,
Yeah. When I'm down to 30-odd hit points, you're down a bit. Alex
I
is
was
down
going
a
to say
bit.
you also need a bit of healing by the looks of things.
yeah.
Some members of the party.
I seem
So
to
maybe
be,
we need to retreat. Do we want to poke around in this room that we burnt to the ground first?
yeah, we probably should. We don't want to leave
Okay,
it.
we'll do a very cursory squiz about, Lockhart.
So we're going to go through the door.
Well, honestly, it's probably still on fire, all things considered. It doesn't really
Yeah.
stop, really.
Because it
So-
was a
You-
library.
You cast wall of flames with
Maybe
it
we should
directing
leave
into
it to burn
there.
out a bit.
Okay, let's leave that then, and we'll check it out when we come back. Maybe someone's put it out.
Yeah,
So all the
Or,
non-magical folks will have burnt.
or bonus, maybe the keep fucking burns down and just dig the shard out of the rubble.
That could be a good tactic, I think.
I think so. I think that's great. We should throw more burnables in this room.
Yeah.
But
So-
yes. So where can we go to?
Oh, turned into Nick.
Off into the woods.
What have you turned into?
Nick,
How?
because he would burn the castle down.
It's true. It's true.
Somehow I assume
So,
this castle would just turn around and fight us.
as it is right now, are you guys leaving the keep then?
Where do we want to retreat and rest to? Do
I
we?
think our only option at this point, because we have no beachhead inside the keep that's safe, is to retreat out the main doors and head off into the woods somewhere quite a ways from here and rest out in the wilds.
Okay, I agree. I think that sounds like a good plan.
All right.
It's better than staying in here, I think.
Well, if
Just
we
have
stay
patience.
here, well, most of the rooms we've got have at least 2 to 3 doors, or there's this enormous hall, and there's no way we can seal up all these doors to be safe.
At least if we're out in the open, we've got more notice if something heads towards us as well.
Right, we can see stuff coming a little
Well,
better. We have more room to maneuver.
There is. I was just going to say. So if you guys are heading outside,
Mm.
well, currently you are in a rather large basin with the keep in the middle. That's I mean, there's an occasional tree here, but it's relatively clear.
Mm-hmm.
Surrounding it, it is a very thick forest, and all throughout there is a fairly concealing fog that doesn't really seem to dissipate at all.
Okay.
Cool. That sounds grand. We'll go find some kind of clearing in the forest, and we will use
Okay.
that.
So looking at the forest, you can see there are areas, maybe it's just natural passage, or maybe they're roads, perhaps, or trails might be more appropriate.
So we'll start off down one, and then we'll step off the side of it into the woods.
Has anybody got tracking? Or like,
Survival is...
I've
Okay.
got survival.
I think Gorham has it.
All right, you can give me a roll if you'd like.
Survive us, Gorham.
We're doomed. 32.
Wow, good
That's
Gorham.
not bad.
good roll.
Uh,
All of them need to be like that thing, okay?
Oh, good rolls you want.
Yeah. Did we
but
not?
not
Why didn't you
against
say that
me.
before? Oh,
All right, so you're able to travel for some distance and make your way through. It is a very, very dense forest. Doesn't really seem... Oh, it seems almost unnatural how close some of these trees are for a nature setting and whatnot. Clearly their roots would be all tangled up and they'd be choking each other out in reality, but they seem to be growing fine here. And eventually you'll realize that there is some what appears to be foot traffic of not inconsiderate amount on a trail, but at the same time you're also fairly confident you can find a clearing as well.
Perfect.
like people type feet or...
Yes, humanoid, yes.
But I mean, that could be a skeleton with boots on.
Yeah.
Even something you see as you kind of peer down that way, the occasional stump or something as well, as though trees have been chopped down.
So there may be civilizations out here or something? Or
Well,
other...
the Pukwudgie's not undead, so there's other things here that aren't just undead. So there must be
That's
things
true.
that need to build
That must
houses and make fires and cook food and all of that kind of thing.
We know that there was undead here. I can't remember. Or is it just because we've fought one?
You've generally been told by the Cullborn, and I think in general any knowledge checks made about this before.
That it's a
have-
negative energy place.
Okay.
It does have a tendency to pull a few undead and be a very good place for undead to live, so to
Okay.
speak.
So did anybody else bring rations, or are we going to need to hunt some food up?
I think I have rations as part of my kit.
I have rations, part of my kit.
Okay.
Alex has 10
Not many,
rations
but-
herself.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've got work rations.
I have 5 days worth of rations.
So
Cool.
where are you heading then? Are you
Into the woods, dude.
so okay? But you're in the woods now. Are you finding your own little clearing, or are you investigating this civilization supposedly?
I think we need to find our clearing and get ourselves, like,
Rested up a bit.
yeah, and like kind of take stock of everything, make sure we're doing okay, and then maybe
Oh, I see what you're saying. There might be like buildings we can hang out in instead of this keep.
The Dark Forest Inn.
Quite
Oh.
possibly.
Maybe not the inn, but maybe there's houses or something. Maybe there's like farming communities or
a bar.
something.
I guess it wouldn't hurt to check out if you feel like talking to people.
Maybe Alex
They might
can
even have
take,
info.
Alex can take point on that, being that she's a slightly sneakier, able person, right?
Not hugely.
Well, probably more so than the rest of us.
Well,
Not hugely.
the other
You
option
you
is-
might be sneakier than her, actually.
I'm going to say you could cast invisibility on yourself and fly down that path.
Oh shit! Yeah, I can.
But I will say though, I'm assuming you're putting some decent distance between you.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So the heroism will probably have worn off then,
That's fine.
as well as any 10-minute per level buffs. But I think heroism was the only one like that.
That makes sense.
Actually, what Hal suggested is a good plan. I might cast invisibility on myself and fly off ahead and see what.
You just have to fly up and have
Yeah.
a look around.
But
See if I-
isn't it densely foggy?
Yeah,
Unfortunately, it is densely foggy. There's limits to that distance.
but I
But I
can.
mean, if there's civilization, you might be able to see things like, I don't know, chimneys of smoke and stuff above
well,
the
it's really smoke, but I can just go ahead.
lights at
And,
distance.
They might have a ballista we can borrow.
Maybe.
I could just go ahead a little and see
Huh?
what things are ahead and what this civilization could possibly end up being. Maybe it's the lost Incas of
Inca.
the Taj Mahal.
Well, judging
So-
by these tracks and the distribution, it's yeah, anything.
All right, so Juniper is giving a fly ahead then,
Yes, please.
and visibility cast. I'd say you'll probably. I mean, Gorm shows signs, but he probably says you want to go a bit further before, because unfortunately you only have like 9 minutes of flight really.
Mhm.
So you'll probably.
But I'm doing it before we rest so that I can.
No. I'm just saying the entire party is probably going to be a bit closer to
Yeah,
actual
we're probably not close
civilization
enough yet.
before you go off on your own, which is.
Yep. That sounds
Okay.
perfect.
All right, so you walk down the trail some more, following the tracks of civilization, and once you get to the point where it's like you see like these like chopped clean areas somewhat and all that, Gorm gets the idea that's probably close enough, and Juniper can fly up, invisible up, and
Is that an ambush over there?
I'm useful. I'm useful, everybody.
It's really weird that you normally play a rogue, and this is like the first bit of scouting I've ever seen you do.
Shut your face, dude. Beanie.
Hey, I'm gonna get a drink. Do you want something, Sweepy?
Yes, please.
Would you like?
I will have a dirty beer.
Oh, one of your beers.
Yes, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Yay, Lindsay drinking beer.
So you're able to continue on ahead, and before too long, you
Yep.
are able to see what appears to be a completed clearing of the forest, a rather large clearing, as well as a number of houses and structures built into it. They are all made very, very sturdily, like all proper log cabins, log roofs even. Looks very made with like the thickest trunks possible, and very thick looking doors as well. Now, that being said, some of them are open, and there's quite a number. You don't imagine the village would be much more over 100 population, but nonetheless, you're able to see a number of the citizens walking about, and they don't look too pleasant, all things considered.
Okay.
The typical one you see looks something like
Ah.
that. They're
Oh.
short, stunted humanoids. They're mostly bald. They have some wisps of hair coming off the sides of their head, though. They have weirdly twisted limbs, and its body they seem to fade and come apart at ends. Some of them almost seem to like be missing an entire limb, with just this like fading area connecting the stump of a shoulder to a hand that somehow seems to connect invisibly with an arm almost. Though those are the particularly older looking ones by the judging of the color of the hair and wrinkles.
Is this something I would have come across before easily, or is it something that's...
You could make a knowledge. What are these things again?
K.
I forget what subtype they are.
Is that somebody's name or is that the race? Jeez.
Knowledge. Or nature. Nature. Yes.
36.
Okay. You believe you've heard about these. They are a race known as the Kai. I think. I don't know. Honestly, when there's three vowels in a row, I have any guess whatever it could possibly be pronounced as. In any event, you know enough about them. They're a race that there's only kind of legends of them kind of existing in some places. Among where they are supposed to dwell, however, is as the only living humanoid race that's of particular populace inside the Dark Forest, or the realm of the Dark Rider. They are both subjects and prey for the Dark Rider and other such dangerous denizens. They are supposedly somewhat peaceful, or at the very least somewhat nonviolent, but they do nevertheless have a strong ability to, with a touch, permanently age a person.
That's not good.
As you kind of see them moving around, most of them seem to be doing things like shoring up houses, doing firewood and stuff, and as well as some fires going and some cooking pots with quite a odd variety of food. Like you see a couple things in there where it's almost like there's a few exotic fruits and stuff in there as well that seem very bizarre if all they can access is this realm. Where you've honestly, going through the forest, you saw nothing of really overly edible plant life.
So they're getting their food from a different place, like a different realm.
Possibly, it's difficult to say, but they have quite a different variety. Doesn't seem like much, and some of it doesn't seem particularly tasty, but nonetheless, it seems to be food that they're preparing.
The fuck's that?
Hal's just come up behind me to see the picture on the screen. I left it.
Kai?
Apparently, they're some kind of legendary type thing. They're the only living humanoid race around here. They're somewhat peaceful, non-violent, but they can permanently aid you by touch.
I'll try.
No.
Why?
Go.
Permanently. I don't want to be touched by these locos.
And they're currently cooking what looks like exotic-ish type things that aren't...
We're talking man meat here.
No, like fruits and stuff, I think. Things that aren't local in this forest.
Well, I mean, it could also be like maybe you see some like lobster there or something else. Like
That's
it's not all fruit, but it's clearly some odd things for the area.
That's very peculiar.
They have a portal or something.
Well, maybe they can go back through the thing that we were through.
And I mean, you're only able to get a quick glance because, again, only 9 minutes to travel there, look around, and come back.
Only 100 of them. We can depopulate that village.
Are they large?
They're medium-sized.
Just look large from the picture.
Sorry, they're actually small-sized.
Oh, they don't look that from the picture. No, the angle's bad.
The angle is a bit bad. I'm not particularly great on the picture, to be honest, because they also supposed to have these weird kind of really big watery eyes almost, or something like that. I guess that's whatever the picture is. Yeah.
Lovely.
Okay, I will report back to my fellow party members what I've seen and what I think they are. My 36 knowledge nature check. I'm fairly certain that these are the species of this awful
any guesses on how that should be pronounced? I don't know.
Kai?
I'm going for Kai. Yeah, Kai, I think.
That's how I go about it. One of the blessings of living in Houston is there is a very wide mix of incredibly bizarre sounding and pronounced names with many vowels and things, so I've been able to practice somewhat over the years.
So?
I think we might not want to go and camp on their doorstep. But as long as we're aware of them.
Are they evil, generally?
He didn't say. He said that they were...
I said they're known for a certain amount of non-violence, supposedly. But at the same time, they're simply very, very rare, and there are such limited contacts that it's difficult to trust the validity of that.
Right.
Do I, from my knowledge, know anything about what a good weapon to use against them would be?
I mean, they're monstrous humanoids. They don't have any particular weakness or stuff. The only thing is, again, with that weird smoky
Aging.
sensation of some of their limbs, it can be a bit difficult to hit them outright. But they're not like particularly strong or monstrous. I mean, they can put up a fight, but
I wondered
it's,
if they had like any kind of thing where it would be like, yes, fire is their friend and ice is not their friend, kind of thing.
no, they're too regular for that, really.
Well, time to set watches when we camp then.
As long as we're prepared, we should be fine. And we might want to not, like, if we come across any, probably not immediately just try and muller them, because they might not be trying to get us. They might just be like passing through or whatever.
So then, are you trying to then head back into the forest deeper away from them and find another campsite then?
Yeah, I think we need to just.
I mean, we don't have to go too far away. I'm guessing they don't wander through the forest all that
Well, no,
much.
like I said, right
Stay
now,
off their
right
path.
now is where you're roughly in their logging area and stuff, and it's difficult to
Right.
really know exactly what their movements are.
Yeah.
I would suggest that we head
But I mean,
an area
again,
away from them, and we camp on an area that's not on the little routes of foot traffic that we've spotted, so that we're not accidentally literally sat on their path or anything.
Right.
Does that
Yeah.
sound?
With the fog and
Sounds
stuff,
right.
we probably don't have to be too many hundreds of yards off, but yeah.
We'll just keep a low profile.
like I said, it's nothing to spend a half hour or whatever to walk and find a reasonable mouse if you want to be distanced from them.
Cool.
All right, so then again, with Gorham being pretty darn good at this, you find a camp.
Hey!
Hey,
It worries me when you have camp icons, Lockhart.
Yeah, I was just about to say there's a map for the camp. That's terrifyingly awful.
It's terrifying, Lockhart. I'm not
What?
happy with that.
What?
It's not that we don't trust you, but really, we don't trust you.
He's a GM. He should be used to that.
Hey, Lockhart, I figured out what that weird flower was that's on all the dice now.
What is that?
It's now they've changed their method of randomization, so now it's something to do with like the splitting of a laser light.
Mm.
So it should be-
That's like the little lasery symbol they're using to say that.
How interesting.
Yeah.
On the
So-
roll our
Whatever,
dice.
it's like quantum something or other, whatever they're calling the dice roller, is what that little kind of quantum symbol is.
Is that in the thing where it shows our dice rolls?
Yeah.
That's,
It's
I
their
know.
new dice. It's their new dice roller. They used to use like randomization tables or something, and now they're using data generated by the splitting of a laser beam or something like that.
Huh?
Yeah. It either goes left or right, and that generates the randomness
Okay.
or something.
So you are able to, after a bit of a difficult walk through the tangled and close-knit woods, find a little clearing some way off the path and away from the settlement. Any preparation before sleep? Any things you're doing?
I would suggest that we need some healing before,
I will heal the party.
because if we happen to get ambushed and wake up,
Gorham, what are you down?
it would be.
I am down about 34.
I'm down quite a lot as well. If my current list is anything to go.
No, you're at full right
Oh,
now,
did I heal? Okay, because
or close enough to full.
Let me try you.
post-it
Yeah.
note stuck on my thing said that I'm at 22 hit points, but maybe I got healed back.
Yeah. No, I think you were briefly using that, but then we mentioned that to you, and you switched back to using this.
Yeah,
so this
she
should
did.
be. So yeah,
That was when her con was dropped.
yeah.
I
So
think-
so you,
Oh,
you're-
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Gorham, I'm gonna cast Cure Serious on you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're only down by 3 hit points.
17 back,
Let's
Gorham.
see.
Hey, that's
Which,
you need about the same again.
that'd be super.
28 back.
Whoa, that should pull me up.
All right. Anyone else? Alex.
Alex was probably just going to cast Cure Light Wounds once or twice on herself to just.
Okay.
She hasn't used any of her own first level spells.
Cool. I have not used any of mine, so I'm
Oh.
going to burn some Cure Lights on myself as well.
So doing plus hit points, it doesn't cap your max hit points on the.
No, it doesn't, which is kind of nice. It's 11 back to me.
Okay, so she'll be with a total of 12. She'll be back up to her full.
It's another 10 for me. Doing pretty well.
I'll just. Will I use a charm?
And
You might not want to. It's 3 hit points. You'll heal it overnight.
Okay.
all right, can heal you, whichever you like. I'm maxed on 3 first level spells.
How many will I get back overnight?
You'll get 10 back overnight.
Okay, well, I'm fine then. Yeah.
You'll also cure that 1 amount of ability damage.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Break
How
out
are
the
we dealing
bedrolls.
with this? Yeah, we'll set up camp. We'll keep the fire low, possibly even digging a little pit to keep the light down.
Can I use survival to try and like brush out our tracks coming into camp or anything?
That's what it was.
Is that a survival thing? Yeah, I think you could try that, sure.
You can track with it. I don't know if you can untrack.
It sounds reasonable.
Knowing how to track would kind of mean that you would know how to untrack, I would say. Maybe.
It's a difficult thing because that could also fall under stealth, really.
Yeah.
It's
But
not one thing we're good at.
that's why I asked.
Mm,
Can tieflings sleep up in trees, do you think?
If we tie you to it tight enough.
You can hang from it with your prehensile tail.
you probably need to sleep fairly comfortably. You and Alex will need a good 8 hours rest to recover spells.
Okay.
If there's an interruption, I believe that's an additional 1 hour per interruption added onto that.
Okay.
You mean so when there's an interruption, she has to have an extra hour?
If she participates in it, yes.
Participates in the interruption.
She could just doze.
Mhm.
And in general, while you guys see the map is off-center, just in general, that rest is all wooded and cover and stuff.
Mhm.
It's very small clearing.
That's ideal.
So assume anything with the leaves on it, difficult terrain, and cover, as well as pretty much anything outside of it.
Lay out the bedrolls, break out the bottle of whiskey.
Now,
You're not watching, Gorham.
I'll watch.
shall I take first watch? Because then I can get the time sleeping.
Fine, or I can, or.
I always
whatever.
thought it was kind of crippling that if the wizard watches, they then still need 8 hours sleep.
Well, yeah, so
Well, I mean,
Or do you consider watching rest, Lockhart?
watching is not rest, really.
Mm.
I mean, that being said, you do have someone with a ring of sustenance, which means he only needs 2 hours, and then he could, in theory, take the rest of the watch.
He will do that.
Not sure.
who's
My
that?
only
Hal?
problem is I'm going to have to shuck my armor to
Yeah, that's me.
rest.
That's cool.
I spent wisely. You need to get yourself one of those because it's good for wizards.
I
No,
still-
it's not. They still need 8 hours rest.
Oh yeah, you still need 8 hours. That sucks.
You don't have a spare set of light armor thing.
No, not at the moment.
Is that for sleeping in? You actually get out your armor to sleep.
Well, if I want to get decent sleep, I'm going to have to.
You need to add that. Was it calling or whatever it is to your armor
Well,
where you can?
keep in mind, if you really don't want to, there are other ways. A lesser restoration will remove the fatigue of sleeping in heavy armor the next day, I believe.
There's actually a magical item that's like a sleeping bag that lets you sleep in your armor too, isn't there?
I'm not sure about that one specifically, but
I think I've read it somewhere.
I mean, I don't want to force you to make yourself feel like you have to be all vulnerable, because you can sleep in it. There's just some negatives. It's only fatigue, really, which is not that bad.
Not compared to what's going to happen to us.
Yeah, I'm. Fatigue.
How about you sleep in your take your armor off but leave your helmet on?
That won't do anything.
Oh, I'll take off the armor and trust my compatriots to watch the camp.
Oh dear.
Okay.
I'll just keep my sword near. my fist.
If that's the case, Juniper,
Yes.
this is one of those situations because I believe you have a couple level 1 spells unprepared,
Mm-hmm.
where if you prepared and cast mage armor on one of them, it would be some protection if they had
Yeah.
to wake up suddenly.
That's a
Mm.
good. I'll do that. That seems like a very good idea.
Hmm.
Which I guess in theory that would be Gorham as well as Demir, because Demir will be taking off his armor to sleep, I assume.
Yes, for the 2 hours I'm technically sleeping.
I can only cast it once, I think, because
I-
I've got two.
No, because you actually had it prepared, but then we actually talked about how it might not be that useful, and now
Yeah.
again, here's one of the situations where it actually it is. Well, I mean, it is one of those spells at this level. It is either not that useful or it comes in handy.
Okay, I shall fill my empty spot with it.
Okay, and then you pretty much will promptly cast it on Gorham and Demir.
That way you can get it back in the morning.
It is true. One thing to keep in mind is during the rest period, when you prepare spells, if you have cast any in the last 8 hours, they do not come back.
Say that again. Sorry.
When you prepare spells, like in the morning,
Mhm.
if you cast anything within the last 8 hours, normally when you're sleeping, but you never know, you do not get those spells prepared that day.
So she needs to rest 9 hours before she prepares spells.
No, just 8 hours.
Okay, I'm not sure I understand. So I've just cast mage armor, and now
Yes.
I'm going to go to sleep.
Yes.
I can't
I-
learn mage armor when I wake up.
No. Because when you wake up, it will be 8 hours, so you'll be fine to learn it.
Oh, okay.
If it was less than 8 hours, then there would be a problem.
Oh, like if we get woken up in the middle of the night.
Yes.
Okay.
All
All right.
Nobody wake the witch.
Well,
Yeah.
no. It's if she
We could
casts
wait.
something, all the same.
Yeah, I know.
And that goes for Alex and Demir as well.
Like Left 4 Dead. Don't wake the witch.
What's the reasoning behind it? Like,
It's just a certain amount of magical recharge type stuff.
Okay.
It's been burnt out too soon to be recharged, essentially.
so it's like my bar hasn't refilled.
Yeah,
They're-
it's like my bar hasn't refilled. I like that.
No.
okay, so any other precautions?
Let's see. I guess I don't know how to set up traps or anything. What kind of gear do I have? Coffee pot, flask.
I was going to say, if you don't actually have any traps, then that could be a problem. You don't need to have materials to make traps.
No. I'll store my armor in my haversack in case we have to bugger out quick.
Okay, that's fine.
I will talk to my dust method for a bit. I've been.
mistress?
How are you doing, little dust method?
I quite like it here. It's very dim and dusty. It's a bit damp in here with all this fog.
Sorry. I'll let him out for a bit.
Let him out for a bit.
He flaps around with little dust particles falling off with each wing flap.
He's so cute.
He's a little charmer,
Like fairy dust.
except for not.
Except
Oh, yeah.
instead of making you fly, it makes you sneeze.
At least it's not bard glitter.
What?
Well, if you stab a bard, you get glitter all over yourself. That's just the way things
You?
work.
I didn't know that. Why have I not been stabbing bards forever? Wow.
Bard glitter. Where'd that come from? Thing.
Journey quest.
Ah,
The assassin doesn't kill the bard because she doesn't want to get glitter all over herself.
bard glitter.
So yes, everyone's. We got Gorham watching 2 hours, and then Demir for 6 generally.
Sure.
Everyone's sleeping around the low dug fire.
Fire. Who needs fire?
I wanted to be in a bit more of a defensive position,
Okay.
but I'm not
How so?
allowed in the tree. So what?
You mean like up a tree?
Yeah.
We could pile rocks on top of you while you sleep.
What other kind of good defensive type tactics are there for when you're camping like this? I'm not sure I know.
Yeah.
From beneath the devours.
Just be aware.
They'll be a little further away from everybody.
You want to be by the fire, otherwise you're going to freeze and be cold.
We don't know the climate. It's just foggy.
It's damp and cold somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Like home.
I don't know. If you can think of something, but
Well, unfortunately, Lindsay's not as good a tactician as.
I didn't gear up for full camping.
You should cast web up in the trees and we could keep up there.
That's a great idea. How long? Right. Okay. So if I cast web,
I don't think it lasts that long, unfortunately. I think it lasts 10 minutes per level, which is a decent time, but not quite 8 hours.
If you had web shelter, it'd work.
Hmm.
that would be pretty awesome, right?
Yeah, the other options for camping are things like Leomund's tiny hut and stuff like that, where literally you make a little building that you sleep inside.
Yeah. It's
I was going to say, technically there are, I think, a hex or two that is something like making a safe shelter, a witch's hut type
look
thing.
to it.
Yeah, there's like a door that the witch can go through and she can say who can come through it and who can't and all of that business.
That sounds fun.
They're not low level though, they're like major or grand hexes. It
Yeah.
may even be a grand hex.
I think a grand hex, you basically get a miniature of Baba Yaga's hut, don't you?
I think you can. I don't think you get it. I don't even think it's a major hex that does it. I think you need a grand hex for it.
Yeah, a grand hex one of them, yeah.
Mm.
But anyway, okay, if you're ready, then...
I'm waiting for her to eat to get the hex eat children
Mm.
or cook people or whatever it is.
Children, they're chewy and there's not much meat on them.
Yeah, the benefits from cooking people aren't that grand, though.
No, you'd think that it would be a lot better.
Okay, let's get this resting thing done.
So Lockhart's like, yeah, nobody comes, everything's good.
Set up the punji spikes, you know.
I could do that, but it's so very odd to actually have you guys camping out in a dangerous situation. I can't resist.
Because this is the dungeon adventures, so it's hard to kind of get us out.
Well, if anything attacks us, we just get to supplement our rations.
So, Niramor, make me a
Yes.
perception check.
Nevermore's dead, dude.
Oh, sorry, Demir.
You killed him.
I did.
Niramir's ghost watching the scene.
Perception?
Perception, yes.
22.
Alright, so...
Only 12 rounds of surprise.
I don't get surprised.
I could surprise you.
Holy crap, Lockhart. Couldn't have stopped at 1, could you?
Did he send his hounds after us?
Demir,
Hmm.
almost in the last hour of watch.
Hmm.
Not that there's really much to signify the sign. It's not really like the sky changes here.
Hmm.
If you can really call the sky. The glittering stone ceiling of darkness.
Nice.
You hear approaching from multiple directions of the camp. And we can have initiatives.
That quick? No time to do anything?
Not much, really.
19.
Unfortunately, my donning armor takes for freaking ever.
Good old tiefling witch.
4.
I'm a
Feel
speedy
my
little
slowness.
bit. Ruby T helping. I'm going to beat the shit out of you in a minute if you don't stop what you're doing.
What
I'm
does
rolling
stand
60.
for?
The
Ruby the Helping.
yes. Just scratching.
At least I don't have to take off my boots when I'm...
But yes, you don't really quite roll high enough to really hear them from much of a distance, really.
Nice.
But you tried, so that's the main thing.
It's true.
Lockhart, my casting of magic vestments will have worn off.
Would it have?
Yes, even with the extend rod, it only doubles the time, so I only get 20 hours.
Well, I guess, yeah.
But I do, yeah. So, and so will my greater weapon. So technically,
But no, this wouldn't have been 20 hours.
Wouldn't it?
Well, no, you're not. You're not actually waiting the full hours until dusk. Really, you came in here in the morning.
Oh yeah, I guess we're resting, but it's not actually nighttime, is it?
Yeah.
So yes, technically, I'm still fine. That's good. Good idea.
I can't quite see how you would have spent 20 hours. I mean, you'd certainly be getting close to it. Probably, maybe. I don't think too much of a stretch to, say 12 hours in.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
If that's the case, then I'll recast Greater Magic Weapon, so I'm down another 4th level spell. Because I can't extend that because it's 4th level.
Ah, I gotcha.
So it only lasts 10 hours.
Yes. What am I looking for here? Okay.
I am ready.
Okay.
Ready in my ass.
You hear two approaching from the south.
Mm-hmm.
And one to the north.
Awake! Awake! Something approaches!
Crap.
So, all the same, it is the surprise round, so while they'll be waking up, they'll be on the regular round when they get their action. So, aside from shouting an alarm, is there anything else Demir is going to do on this turn?
Am I surprised? Oh, I get my turn.
Well, you rolled enough to not be surprised and active in the surprise round, and you rolled a higher initiative.
I will ready myself if anything comes within range of me that looks aggressive. I will wallop at it.
Pups. Oh, grand.
Okay, so ready in action to attack. Very good.
Yeah.
So, what will appear? Let's see, can I do this?
He sent his hounds after us, didn't he?
What? No. Your assumption that the forest was a safe place, though.
Well, not safe. The world's not a safe place.
Safer. It was just safer than going to sleep near the mad lady.
Keep.
Yeah.
So, there's actually 4 of these guys. And give me a moment to do stuff. So, Demir is the first to see these crawling through the mists.
Wolves.
Unusually large wolves.
How unusually
Evil,
large?
Almost intelligent light shining in their deep red eyes.
Nice.
Well, they're still medium-sized.
Oh, very good.
They're not like ghoul wolves or something.
We have no idea whether they're ghoul wolves. They could be ghoul wolves.
That's true.
They look like dinner.
They approach somewhat snarling around.
Meat's back on the menu.
Showing their teeth.
Your hearing must have been pretty good to hear wolves approaching.
Yeah, I'm pretty sharp like that.
It was rough terrain too. So again, it's surprise round, so they only just move on to the map through the difficult terrain, really. But they get quite close all the same. There appears to be a slight sizzling as you see some of their drool hit some of the roots on the ground.
Ooh.
Great.
Sizzling.
Sizzling, yes.
They have acid drool.
Do you know what these things are?
I have no idea.
Knowledge Arcana would be most appropriate.
I do not have that.
We're not awake.
Can I roll it?
What? Can you roll untrained? No.
Uh-huh. No, I didn't think so.
Can someone just waking up, seeing one of these things 10 feet away from them, roll it? Yes. Yes, they can.
Can I roll it?
Sure.
Okay.
Ah!
28.
Hey.
Wolves.
So these appear to be they remind you mostly of winter wolves, but they appear to be an adaptation more suited and natural, if it can be said that, of the dark forest.
Sweet.
They are smaller and sleeker, but likely are still somehow related to wargs.
Yeah.
And you quite imagine that aside from just having acid as part of their bite, they may also be in possession of a breath weapon.
Oh, brilliant. Because being surrounded by 4 things that have a breath weapon isn't a shitty place to be, is it?
It is possible, being that they are denizens of the dark forest, that they have some affinity to negative energy and would there be vulnerable to positive energy.
Right.
What
And
does that
acid.
mean?
It means casting healing magic at them will hurt
Okay.
them.
Despite actually being alive. But I mean, there's other creatures like that too, like Dampier,
Okay.
so it's not a huge oddity, but still.
When I hear energy, I think like electricity, so I couldn't think what a negative version of that would be.
Negative lightning.
Right.
So,
Dark lightning.
Of course, if they drool acid, then they're probably going to be resistant to acid.
So that being said, actually, because again, Alex and Goran will be surprised. And so full turn now. You are prone on the ground, but it will start with a Juniper.
Okay. So, what would the procedure be for me to get up?
It's a move action.
Okay, and can I cast spells while laid down or sat down?
You can. Generally, you don't want to stay down too long, though, because that makes you very difficult to defend yourself if something does try to come up to you and bite you.
Okay, then I will get up and let's have a look. Where are they? They're coming in from all sides, aren't they?
Pretty much.
I've got 2 close to me.
Clever,
I'm
clever.
going to try and cast Slumber.
Oh.
So you would still be on your present day duration, because it hasn't been a full... You haven't fully rested yet.
Okay, so I've only got 6 hit dice of it then.
You think that might work, though?
Okay.
Maybe.
Hopefully these aren't too much tougher than that.
It's a DC 22 for it.
Which one are you targeting?
I'm going to go for the one in the corner.
Which corner?
This one.
The one in the corner nearby Juniper. Sounds good.
Well, I don't think I could probably get to the rest, could I? The ones at the top anyway.
Yeah, you could probably 30 feet. That's probably at least the 3 of them, if not that one as well. 30
Yeah.
feet is still a decent distance, but in any event, still a good thing to go for one close to you.
Mhm.
A 16, despite being a valiant attempt, will not be sufficient,
Aha.
and he falls a bit asleep.
Yay!
Nice work.
Where's a good sleep icon?
There's got to be one for sleep.
I don't really like these icons for actual stuff sometimes.
Really?
Well, like, which one would you suggest for sleep?
I don't know, I'm looking.
Like, there's a good one for web, and there's some good ones for buffs, but not one
You're right, there aren't many that look like sleeping.
here. Let's do
Maybe
that.
the second one, the one that looks like a face with its eyes shut.
I actually went for the one of the guy kind of crouched over.
That one that looks like a guy sleeping.
Maybe we'll go for that one instead. Then yeah.
This guy crouched over with arrows in his back.
Oh,
No,
there's this one.
that's-
I'm having this one because it means I'm a ninja.
Mm.
How many things do I need to knock off?
That will be 6.
Oh, okay. That's good.
And you stood up as well, yes?
Yes.
Demir.
Yes. What have I got left here? Not a lot, actually.
It growl.
Huh?
It growls at you very nearby.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to go and fight at it, aren't I? I step in, 5 foot, and I'll attack it. I guess I'll power attack it.
All right.
So, attack number 1 is going to be... This is my standard attacks. Power attack is going to be at -2 to this.
Okay.
26.
That will be sufficient.
Second attack, 23.
Yes, good rolls.
Thank you. Damage is going to be this plus 4. So, 12 and 14. Magic,
14.
if that matters.
It might. Nah, it doesn't. That's fine.
Chop!
All right. So, let's see here. He is. I got pups now. So Gorham's still prone. So this one is going to charge and bite at him.
Gorham!
He's not going to like that taste.
No, you're probably right.
A 24, I think, hits your prone reduced AC.
Yes.
Oh, and you don't have your damage reduction. Oh dear.
Gorham's out of his tin.
This'll learn me. Never leave the armor again.
Yeah. Pad it up inside. Put some cushions in or something.
That's a nice 19 points of damage as it tears into you.
That's some serious.
Yes.
D8 plus 7 plus 1d6.
Yes.
What's the 1d6 for?
Acid.
Acid.
Oh, that's nasty. It's like Gorham attacking Gorham.
So it chomps in its saliva or whatever it is, already eating away at the flesh. This little fellow is going to move there, and it kind of horks back for a moment, and then this huge burst of this horrible acidic saliva or bile or whatever it is bursts forth across Alex and Demir. Reflex saves.
Wow, that's a good range for a little beastie.
It's a 15-foot cone.
12. That ain't gonna do it.
That's not gonna do it. Reflex for Alex, however. No, Alex rolls really bad on her reflex saves, despite being actually really good at them.
It's because she's not a rogue.
That's right.
Apparently so. So both can take 17 points of damage.
Thanks for rolling shit there, Lockhart.
Yeah, that's not too great. It only actually turns red if there's at least one in there. So when you see it with d6s, it's not that impressive.
Yeah, I guess
Might
that's
be-
true.
Might be better to get bitten.
Yeah, I think you're right. 66 from the cone.
And the one in front of Demir is gonna take a chomp at him.
Bring it.
13 is not gonna do it.
It's
Nope.
not gonna do it. I probably wouldn't even do it if I was naked.
Alex is actually fortunate enough that she is not actually threatened by anything, so she can stand up. And
Good start.
we'll have luck on. And she's not that badly hurt. I think she'll probably let's see, standing up. She'll just draw her sword for now because unfortunately that's a move action on its own.
Right.
So that will be her turn. So she'll just kind of stand at the ready for now. Yeah, Gorham,
Mr. Gorham!
Mr. Gorham.
So if I stand up, I provoke.
That is correct.
So can I just wail at it from the ground, or is that horrible negatives?
It is a -4 to your attacks.
Mm,
Are you good enough to do it with the -4?
with the two-handed sword, probably, because I've got hella bonuses. Yeah, what the heck? So can I get full attack then, or?
No, you have to use your move action to grasp your weapon and draw your weapon, whatever it would be.
All right, so I'll do my regular power attack at -4, and
Vital
single
strike.
attack with vital strike. Yeah.
Okay.
So, so that would be 35 to hit on the
Yes, yes, that would be sufficient. Yes.
Oh, that's a crit threat. Yeah. So that would be 26.
I'm so proud of you, Thing.
Yes,
Wow.
yes, that will.
You
Confirm.
did good.
So does the vital strike damage multiply on the crit?
No,
Okay.
Vital Strike does not multiply.
So it's but I get the strength multiplied and all the rest of the wing except the acid. And should I even bother with the acid with these
You
guys?
should not bother with the acid.
Okay.
It seems to just kind of run off their fur and skin pretty easily.
So this will be big at least.
Whoa!
55. Holy crap.
That is a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
You heavily wound it.
Ouch,
get-
it says.
Quite possibly.
Wow.
Juniper.
Yes, sir. So I've got one asleep, one in front of Gorum.
Looking
Okay.
very, very hurt.
Then I shall lash out at it with my hair
Okay.
Ah! Cha!
and try and finish it off for him.
Yep.
So to hit with my hair is 16.
Ooh, not enough.
God damn it.
I really wish I could give it to you because one of the times you attack with your hair, but a 16 is not going to do it.
Okay.
Any movement?
I will step in. Can I step into there? It's going to get hit on me though, isn't it?
No, not approaching it, but you don't have to. You do have reach with your hair.
I know, but yeah, I was going to try and see if I could just whop it with something.
You can move forward if that's what you want to do. That's fine.
I'll do that. I'm frightened to let Gorum be too much on his own after how hit he got today. Earlier.
Demir.
I'm feeling protective.
Alrighty. Feeling protective.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Aw.
What is?
He's-
Sorry.
He's come too close to dying too many times recently. We need to.
That was kind of amazing how close.
Oh. Gorum is just a young tattooed boy outside of his armor now, so.
A young tattooed boy. He's actually only like 3 feet tall, right? The whole of his legs are just solid in the armor.
But he's covered with the magical armor from Juniper.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. As long as it's covering his unmentionables, that's okay.
Yes.
Yes, it specifically does.
Demir.
Yes, sir. I attack the dude. Let's power
wolf.
attack again. Attack
Okay.
that there wolf. That'll be a 16
That will miss, as we've established.
and a 22
22 will hit, however.
for 11 damage.
Not bad. It's a good hit. Not a Gorm hit, though. Not a Gorm hit.
I'm not Gorum, and I'm happy with that.
I'm happy you're not me as well.
I have other uses.
You do?
Yeah, I heal you.
Oh, yeah. Better not
Oh,
be
I
me.
thought you were talking about those noises you and Alex make.
Ha!
Wow, chicka wow wow.
Huh. It's coming to eat you, Gorum.
Actually, it's going for Alex, I think.
Oh, mean.
They're just trying to flank me.
They're all they're somewhat close to flanking you as well as flanking Alex. It's overall a good spot, really. So the attack on Alex is not going to hit with a 17. This wolfie here.
Which one's attacking?
He doesn't like Demir. He's sorry, the wolf from Demir. Will, even though he'd only get Demir inside it, he's still going to breath weapon Demir because that seemed pretty darn effective against him.
Does that provoke when he's there?
No, I don't believe so. It's just standard action.
Okay. Seems that if I cast something like that, I would provoke.
Yeah, but you're a player.
If you want, he can move. He can move there to do it.
I'm just saying. I was just asking from a kind of
I don't think
perspective.
breath weapons provoke. They're just too natural. No, they don't. They're
Abilities.
supernatural. They're supernatural, so they wouldn't provoke.
That's fine. I was just asking, just for the sake of asking, to be honest.
Oh, it's fair. But yeah. So a reflex save.
Sure. Of course I'm going to make it, so I don't know why you're making me do it, but...
Yeah.
No. Boom. 25.
Oh, you actually do make it.
Ah, suck it, Wolfie.
So you can take 11 points then.
This is why you should smear yourself with bacon grease at night to ward off the acid.
Yeah, right.
And the one, so you don't threaten when you provoke. So, Juniper,
Yes.
you can get an attack of opportunity as the really wounded one from Gorham is heading towards the sleeping one.
Haha.
Gonna try and wake it.
Okay, I will use my hair again.
Mm-hmm.
20.
That will hit.
Woohoo! Okay, let me find my hair.
Rip its heart out.
I think. Yes, that will hit. I have to check. Do these things have mobility? No, they don't.
12 damages.
All right. So basically, it like moves there, and you just swing your hair in its face, and it wraps around, and there's a slight snapping sound in the neck,
Nice.
and it falls rather unconscious.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that ruins my cleave chance.
Oh, sorry.
No, just tease.
Lockhart, in some strange fate, I now have the top wolf that I'm fighting in two separate places on two different machines.
What?
On my laptop, it's here, and on my PC, it's here.
How
It's the
bizarre.
second location on my screen.
Yes. Oh, that's better. Thank you.
Okay, I just had to reset it. Just move it back and forth. Alex's turn. Alex is probably going to stab the one in front of her, I quite think. So, using Arcane Strike, there's no bonus to this, so this will just be this with +2 on these damage rolls. Wow, really not rolling well. Alex's thrust with her rapier miss as it dodges back and forth. Gorham!
Oh, God.
You have another one threatening you still.
I think we're gonna full attack the little blighter.
He's standing now.
Oh wait, no, I'm not.
Ah! Gorham's on his ass. Still.
That's okay.
He's just conserving his energy because he doesn't feel at all threatened.
That's what it is. He's just like,
Exactly.
they're just wolves. I'm not
But
getting
now I
out
don't
of
have to draw my weapon, so I can actually full attack from.
I'm not
sitting
getting out of
on
my
my ass.
bedroll.
Yes, you can actually full attack.
So bizarre.
He doesn't get out of bed for
I
this.
mean, the thing is, prone is not necessarily on your belly, but it's
Yeah.
down, it's on your knees or something still. It's at significant disadvantage, but
So that would be 28 with the -4.
yes, that will hit.
And second would be. Oh, that's a natural 20, so that's a crit threat. So that would be 26 with the -4.
Yes.
Confirm. All right, so first damages would be 26 without the acid.
This wolf's gonna die.
And shoot, I've got to do a critical version of my second melee damage because, and then add in that. Well, because it's got like, oh, it's just got. I guess it's just got the acid that's not
Yeah.
doubled. So, which is dropping off anyway. So 22 and 22, so 44.
All right. Yes, that is another unconscious and bleeding with a big wound on it ward.
That'll teach
Oh,
you.
sorry, wolf.
That'll be time to get up when.
Juniper.
Okay, so I've got one asleep,
Want to sleep?
two down with crosses, and then the one at the very far top still going, right?
It has a few wounds on it, though.
Okay,
Come here, Hansel. We can go back to sleep.
I'll take a step there, and then another step there. Can I do that?
Yes.
Get to that, okay. And then I will whip it with my hair
Okay.
again.
Would be good.
It seems to be a good thing to do when I'm not ready for anything else. Ugh, 13.
And that will not suffice, I'm afraid.
Oh, no.
Demir,
Yes, sir.
it is your turn.
I continue my assault on said wolf.
All right.
Once more, we shall be power attacking. -2 to these rolls. That's a 32 crit threat. That's an 18.
18 will confirm.
Yay! And an 18 again for the third roll, for my last attack.
I'll hit.
So 3 damages. So that's 18 on 1. No, lies. Do I double power attack?
You do double power attack.
So then that would be 26 and 14.
26, 14 minus 40. Yeah, that one is just out and outright dead.
Chop!
Some expert slashes from Demir slice off parts of it, and it just falls down, gasping.
Take
This was
that,
very
Wolf.
good for our self-esteem. After
How's
getting
that?
crap handed to us before, we're all like, haha, we can still do things.
Take that, Wolf!
Yay. Go
Get up.
to
Go.
Team
Oh,
Us.
the other one.
Your team.
You might want to deal with that sleeping one, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get
yeah, I
up.
forgot all about
Go
that.
coup de grace.
If you
Yeah.
kill it in a nice way, we can eat it. Don't ruin it.
Mhm. Okay. I want to see if I can make its head into a hat, anyways.
Okay. Yeah, no, you can coup de grace with no problem, and I quite imagine, yes, a coup de grace from Gorum will pretty much get rid of it. And assumingly finishing off or letting the other ones bleed to death.
Yep.
Like,
Carve up some steaks and
Woo, dinner.
It's
Allowed to eat them.
you probably would have used the ration anyway the other day.
well, yeah.
Well, yeah, we
Now
just
we can,
want
you know.
because it shows our superiority.
So now you're camping in the forest with the lots of smell of blood around you and cooking meat.
Maybe not. We might. I like wolf fur, you know.
So you would still have at this point you feel somehow that you need about 2 more hours of rest before you can really regain your spells back.
Later, people.
As Alex says,
Later, people.
likewise.
Do we need... do we want to finish rest? When do we actually gain hit points from resting? Or does that not count now?
I think you'd still get them in the morning, I guess.
Okay, so I'll wait till morning. Well,
Oh.
I guess I'll burn some spells now, because otherwise I'm not going to get them back in the morning, am I? Or I'm going to get them
Oh,
in the
no,
morning
you-
anyway.
No, no. Well,
Mm.
Within the 8 hours now.
It hasn't quite been that time for Demir. Demir's actually odd because he's oracleness and whatnot, but
Yeah.
and oracles actually do not have a listed way of how they recover spells.
They just occur in my brain.
Technically, Demir will want to wait for that extra hour as well. Otherwise, he won't get them back. I guess he's not getting them back anyway. Just start from fresh. Aside from that one you cast for magic weapon, was it?
That would have been hours before the fight, but yes.
I,
It would have been-
I'm just saying, if we're going with the assumption of starting the next day, how many spells you're down from prior castings?
Yes.
It sounds like you're just down the one from magic weapon.
Okay.
And then whatever you cast at this point on, you don't get back, but you're at full correction. Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds all right.
Yes.
And suffice it to say, there's despite the odd extra blood, maybe it's a repellent, maybe there's just not anything nearby. But for the next 2 hours it takes to finish resting and preparing and all that, there is not any significant extra enemies approaching.
Yay.
So everyone can heal their level's worth of hit points.
Not level plus con? Ah, dang.
Cool thing.
Dang.
You say that as though your con is particularly impressive.
It's not, but it's something.
Actually, on that note, Lindsay,
Mm-hmm.
is Juniper using the leeches?
Yes. What can I do with them again? Remind me.
The basic thing is you pour them on your head and you get a +2, +4. Which one was it? I think it was
+2 fortitude,
no.
plus 10 hit points.
Yes, it increases your con by 2, which will then give you the 10 extra hit points,
Mm-hmm.
as well as yes, the +1 on fortitude.
Yeah, and I've got 1 damage leeches. So do I get extra damage or something? Or have I just...
No, the leeches can get damaged.
Oh, okay.
At which point that bonus fades away.
Okay. Cool.
So if you can, you want to avoid area effect damage. If you can.
Yes. So I'm going to write down use leeches.
And Alex gets her luck pool back.
All right. Who needs anything kind of... Lens, just want to use your wand to heal the party, and then I'll have full magic wang.
Sure.
Because you've got a full wand, basically, haven't you?
I've used 6 charges of it, but yeah, other than that.
That way I'll have less spells to cast out of my stack of spells.
I'm down 9 hit points still from the fight. Is about it.
Oh, Gorum. And I'm missing...
I'm missing
8.
1.
I'm missing 18.
Okay.
Okay,
so I'll do it first on Demir.
There you go.
Because he seems to need more.
Always. Oh, I echoed myself.
8.
Yes.
Thank you. 10 more, please.
7.
Thank you. Keep going.
7.
That's me good, thank you.
Okay. Gorum. 4. 7.
That's good.
Okay. Does Alex need any?
Could use about 9 more or so.
3.
Yeah, another charge maybe.
2.
That's probably sufficient.
There you go.
No, there we go. That works
That
out to 8, which is
Yeah.
sufficient.
So, Greater Magic Weapon is cast. And 2 castings of Magic Vestment. Alright, I'm spelled up again for the morning.
Alex will probably refrain casting heroism until you're actually at the keep again, because you're a fair walk away.
So I'll perch a wolf head on my helmet and be all judgy.
Really? That's beautiful.
Okay. I'm going to rejig some of my spells
Oh,
so that
okay.
let's have a look, because I'm going to try and get rid of some that are not going to work.
No, that's the strength of a prepared caster.
Okay. It's Ill Omen. What's that? What is that target?
What? Ill omen.
You afflict the target with bad luck. On the next d20 roll the target makes, it must roll twice, take the less favorable result. It seems a bit... Ear-piercing scream is a fortitude save. So that's worth keeping, right?
Yes.
Okay, unseen servant. Meh, I don't know yet. Enlarged person.
That could be a good one to use on Gorham or Demir to get some extra damage done.
Sure, we did that in the fight for
Okay.
Mage.
Glitter dust is
Glitter
a
dust, glitter dust, glitter dust.
blinded type things. Blindness and deafness, or blindness or deafness. I've been taking blindness, but I haven't used it yet.
Those, I don't think they'll be particularly effective against any undead opponents.
Right. I'm not going to learn that one. I'm going to take that one out for now. Web, I'm going to keep. Invisibility, I'm going to keep. See invisibility, I'm going to keep.
Go, Web, go!
But
Exactly.
I think I might get rid of glitter dust as well for this level.
Okay.
So I'll take. I'll have to check a second. Let's see. I'll take 2 invisibilities. 1 see invisibility.
Solid.
1 web. And then I'll leave 2 open
Okay.
for that level. I'm going to take mage armor this time, so because it was useful. I think I'm going to take it because I'm not using anything else of that level, really.
That's
Other than I use ear-piercing scream. I think I'll keep obscuring mist. And I'll enlarge person. Ear-piercing scream. That's 4. then I'm not going to take Ill Omen or Unseen Servant, and I'm going to leave 2 slots open.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do Lightning Bolt twice,
Lightning bolt.
Dispel Magic once, and then a spare one. And then I'm going to take... Let's have a look on that level. How good is Innovation? I haven't used it yet.
It's pretty nice, but I don't know how good it is against the undead.
Yes, I think most undead would be pretty much immune because it is negative energy, pretty much.
Yeah.
So they might even be healed by it.
The same with... I guess Confusion isn't going to do much with them, is it?
No. I mean, that being said, you have seen at least, well, the oozes, though they don't really count because they're still not affected. But you did see the Pukwudgie, which was not an undead.
Okay.
So you don't have to get rid of all of them.
No, I'm not going to get rid of all. I'm just trying to tailor things a bit more, especially with things I haven't used yet.
Don't cast Innovation on the undead because it gives them temporary hit points.
Okay, so I'll keep Black Tentacles.
Yes.
Remind me what Death Ward does. Let me find it. Hang on.
Death Ward.
It's good, especially when you're on those level and stats sucking undead.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This one will protect you from negative energy and nasty stuffs.
All right, I'll have a Tentacles, a Death Ward, and a Storm, and a Spare.
Okay.
And then for 5th, I'll take... See, I haven't got much good things for 5th. I've got Baleful Polymorph, Feeble Mind, Damnation Stride, and Pass Wall.
I mean,
I guess Feeble Mind is still worth keeping, right?
like, it won't work on undead, I don't think, because it's
I know.
mind affecting. But there's other things in here, like that Pukwudgie.
Okay.
I think Baleful Polymorph work on the
I think
undead.
it's a fortitude, so usually no.
It's Fortitude negates Will Partial.
Because they're immune to anything that makes a fort save, right?
The
Yeah, as
effect,
beast-
yes.
The same as Beast Shape 3, except you change the subject into a small or smaller animal of no more than 1 hit dice. So shall I take that, or shall I get 2 lots of Damnation Stride, or leave it
Well,
open?
one other thing to keep in mind is you can use it to prepare lower level spells. So if something from 4th level, or what level are we talking about?
That's 5th level.
Yeah, so if something from 4th level or 3rd level is more valuable currently, you can prepare them with those slots instead.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
And it then increases the DC when you cast. Does it not?
doesn't. You need a
thought it
meta-magic
did.
feat for that. That's heightened
Yeah.
meta-magic.
Oh, that's right. Stupid.
So if
It
we
should,
get into
I
a
think.
situation and I've got a spare slot under 5th level, but I want to cast like Lightning Bolt, I can take that spare slot and use it to cast Lightning Bolt.
Well, again, you have to prepare the spell, which
Oh.
takes 10 minutes or so of sitting down.
Okay. So, okay.
But you can prepare the spell there and then cast it like you have extra lightning bolts or whatever.
Okay, so I can, because I've got 3 5th level spells. If I left 1 space, can I use that space now and say that I'm going to cast a higher level Lightning Bolt?
You can't use it off the cuff.
Okay.
You would have to prepare either now or later at some point a spell of any level to fill it.
But it'd be just the same as if you used the lower level slot for
Yes.
it.
It would still be casting it the same as if you used the regular slot.
Okay, I think I'm confused myself now, but I'll leave it open for now because I'm confused. I'll find a link of something that explains it maybe.
Well, it's just the spell levels, they're not only that level, they're that level and any spell lower level.
Okay, so because I have 3 slots at 5th, I can learn 3 things of 5th or lower.
Yes.
Okay, so I can tell you now that I'm going to put, say, a lightning bolt in that space.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to learn Feeble Mind and Damnation Stride for now, for that one. And maybe another Volcanic Storm
Okay.
for that.
And it's just if you ever do find yourself with a few of those,
Mhm.
it would be good to look into getting metamagic feats, which
Okay.
add a special effect but require that the spell's level be increased.
Yeah, you're at a level now where they're useful. I think early level they're not so great.
Okay.
It's like I have a metamagic rod and so do you. It's like a feat that does that.
Yeah,
Okay.
for example, it's like the Quicken metamagic, which lets you cast a spell as a swift action, which is slightly more than a free action. It increases the spell level by 4 places, So a first level, like a mage armor or ear piercing screen, if you apply it, it's basically a 5th level spell slot, but you can use it as swift action, which means you can cast it and another spell in that turn.
Okay. I'm still,
And there's all other ones that increase damage and other stuff like that too. Meta magic's fun.
I'm still just kind of learning. In 0 level,
Yes.
currently have Detect Poison, Touch of Fatigue, Stabilize, and Detect Magic. What does Bleed do?
Bleed is the opposite of stabilize.
Okay.
If a creature is stable, but at negative hit points, you can use bleed to cause it to start bleeding again.
Is it worth taking?
You can also use kick him.
Probably not hugely, no.
Okay. Is there anything else from that list? Daze, Resistance.
I think you're pretty good.
Yeah, I thought I was, but I haven't used any of those really, so I was just double checking. Okay, I'm good.
All right. So then,
Armor up, head out.
who helps Gorham with his armor?
Me.
Okay. The baby half-orc needs his protection.
Can't reach those straps once he gets in there. All he can do is swing his sword forward.
Tighten the corset.
Yeah.
Yeah, the witch certainly knows how to do that. All right, so then you walk back, try to find your way back to the Black Keep.
Yes.
Survival check. Retracing your footprints that have been attempted to be gotten rid of.
29.
Yes, you're able to find your way back. About hour and a half walk back there or so, and you're once again reach the open bowl-like land formation with the Black Keep in the center of it. As you are just on the edge of the forest, Alex will say a brief encouraging thoughts as she casts heroism on herself, Demir, and Gorham.
Boom.
Wonderful. If I face new things in the entryway now.
What does
And-
heroism do, and why don't I get it?
It is a bard-only spell, pretty much, I think.
Why do they not cast it on me?
If you want, it increases attack rolls, as well as skill checks and saves.
I think I should have it too.
All right, she's happy to. We had this discussion last time. It's just you tend to kind of poke out of combat, so.
Well, if I'm doing stuff with my hair, then it's an attack roll, so it seemed to be fairly useful just then.
All right, she can cast it on you as well.
Thank you.
It's useful for everybody.
But currently my hit points are 70 if I've got my leeches on, so shall I change it on this thing?
I think that's fine. They do last for 8 hours, so that's significant enough.
Yes.
Just do keep in mind if something does hit you with something of area effect, we have to check if the leeches disappear. Because the unfortunate thing is if the leeches do disappear, those 10 hit points or any 10 hit points that you currently have are gone as well.
Okay.
So it can be slightly dangerous if you're on low hit points.
Yeah.
So if I'm on like 16 hit points, I'll suddenly be on 6.
Yes.
Okay. That's fair.
But at least they reappear in their jar tomorrow.
They do. Such lovely leeches.
Yeah.
Weird.
Not
That's
weird.
weird as so us.
So you guys are no longer inside there, are you? No.
Eccentric.
No.
Should we just approach the main door, or should we be stealthy and climb up the
Ah.
tower and go down the...
So, as you make your way through, or towards it, I should say, you, and where are you approaching from? Just generally kind of down the path to start with, at least? Or
Do we want to head in it from a different direction?
I don't want to face that gunslinger again. I could cut through the wall into the library.
Oh, I should have taken pass wall.
Ah,
I can do that.
you can blow a wall out.
Pass wall, you can like make a
Yeah.
Temporary, yeah.
a door in stone. God damn it.
as you approach, you're able to see basically a frame has been stuck into the ground nearby the menhir, and the headless body of the wretched creature with porcupine needles sticking out his back is hanging off of it.
Ooh, has he had a spanking?
Well,
He didn't do so well.
spankings usually don't involve losing the head, so difficult to say exactly.
I'd be spanking by the headless horse dude.
He failed his employer.
He's not getting a promotion.
Search the body.
Ah,
You're going near the menhir to search the body?
I ain't gonna touch it.
don't
That's for
touch
sure.
them. Don't go near that thing if it's gonna get wormy again. Thing.
Okay. I will avoid the area.
Good.
So, where are you heading?
That keep place.
What particular area of that keep place?
Do you want to
Try-
climb up the wall and go down the broken tower?
How high is that? Is it super high?
It's not super high, but it's reasonably high for climbing.
In that case, no, because you and I have plate armor on.
I believe 60 feet up.
All right. Main doors then?
Sure.
Unless you want to try and cut through the wall into the library or something to shortcut. Or we could try and break out a window in one of these other rooms.
Maybe. That northern window to the main hall, was that like a big stained glass dealie?
Northern window to the main hall. Like, which one are you talking about?
Between the two armor.
Yes, and that one would be somewhat upraised as well, I believe. It would be.
Okay, let's just go through the goddamn main doors.
Check for traps.
Yeah, let's do that too.
Ooh-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
How are the traps looking?
All right, Alex takes a gander, checks it out,
Takes a gander.
and no, they seem pretty much as untrapped as when you left through them yesterday.
Very good.
I used to work in a pub called Take a Gander.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Is that a
did
reference
it allow you
to
to?
thing?
I was kind of. Did it allow you to leave with a male each night or something?
Did it what? Sorry.
It was take. Is that not? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. No,
Yeah, male goose.
goose.
Yeah, it had geese on it. It was.
Yeah. It was a country pub restaurant thing that I worked in my village.
So if it was in Cumbria, would it be take a sheep?
Probably.
No. That's just an assumption.
Oh, okay.
So, are you entering in?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, Lucy, we're home.
Yeah.
All right, you open up the doors.
Hang on.
Once again, looking into the enormous rectangular hall, 30 feet high, enormous bas-relief sculptures of the headless knight on the northern and southern walls. The alcoves are now filled with apparently black stone statues of skeletal bodies without heads. They're actually all different, of apparent heights that, if current party members were lacking heads, would line up very easily.
What?
Nice. Statues of us. Headless.
Nice.
They're skeletal statues. The general posture would of each of them, for example, Demir is over here. Alex would be over here.
I'm not here.
I'm not seeing over here.
That's right. I'm on the wrong thing. Oops. Over there.
Uh-huh.
Alex would be over here. Juniper over here. Gorm in that corner. I mean, not that it would be immediately obvious. but if you were to pass by them, you notice that there are different heights, and some of the shoulder levels seem to measure up with party members.
That's bizarre.
Ow.
We've got it worried he's trying to intimidate us.
Yes. Oh,
That's
they've
funny.
been a training session.
Yeah, that's right. They've been doing a training session.
That's what it looked like to me.
He's been practicing his neck chopping.
Yeah.
Furthermore, that area there, the floor seems to have almost upheaved itself somewhat and is rippling and weird.
Hmm. Do we want to detour through the tower then?
Well, let's get into this room first and see what happens, and then we can figure out whether we want to be in the tower or wherever. We
All
step
right.
boldly forth.
All right. As you step slightly more boldly forth, because you're not just going to stand there waiting for the shoe to drop. The doors once again slam shut behind you. And since there really is no proper way for you guys to notice him, he does get his surprise round, but again, initiatives, because I guess Demir can act upon it last.
I can, because I'm awesome like that.
Oh, great.
11.
21.
Gorham. Good work, Gorham.
Is Juniper?
That's a critical initiative.
Mine was 17.
Smells like a waste of a critical.
Yeah, I should be able to act before anything with a critical initiative.
Where?
You got 21 and you rolled a 20.
Yeah.
Your initiative is 1.
Yeah.
Wow. But you go.
I don't hit first, but I do hit hit last.
You hit harder than us, probably.
Come on. Good thing,
I
good
get the
thing.
last hit. Except for when the Dark Rider just decapitates me.
Chop.
Well, that's bizarre.
What?
Just notation and whatnot. Oh, wow, I clearly underestimated the size of that. Oh, well.
Okay. Of the bubbly.
Should that circle
Floor
be
a bit.
bigger, Lockhart?
It might be. It's difficult to say. I'm not entirely on my AA game as far as it goes with
So there's summoning
geographic
circles in the
shapes.
veiled area.
So,
Oh! What the hell is that?
Something with a freaking big aura.
That is a big aura.
give me a moment, and I will show you what it is you face.
What is it? Oh, I think I know what that is. Yes.
Oh my lord.
A skeletal carcass pulls itself through the stone floor, its body formed as much from earth and soil and stone as from bones and rotting flesh.
What the?
All of the area of that aura is this rippling and shuddering floor,
Fabulous.
which is... See, here's the thing. It tells me what it does. It doesn't mention a save anywhere, but there's a DC in the aura section.
So it has an aura.
It has an
doesn't
aura.
tell-
Well, it
What's
has an
the
aura
aura?
that makes difficult terrain.
Oh, okay.
But there's a mention of the save in the stat block in like the shorthand area.
What does that mean?
I have no idea.
I
It
mean,
doesn't,
we
it
can
doesn't
save
even
and-
tell me what kind
mean,
of
it
save it would
saves
be.
Ah!
It just
That's
says DC 20.
Do you? Where's the creature from?
Well, you know, Bestiary 3.
Are you looking at Bestiary 3?
I can be.
That might be the easiest way to go, because it might tell you what it actually is.
Well, I know what the aura does. It does a difficult terrain.
Okay.
What I don't know is why there would be a DC on it.
Because maybe if we save, it doesn't affect us?
No, it doesn't mention anything about save. It would tell me what kind of save. I don't
Huh.
even know if it's will, fort, or reflex. It says nothing.
Is it something like a rock to mud style effect or something?
No,
or
no. It's an aura. It's supernatural even. So in any event, it's just
Weird.
difficult terrain around it. Oh, and I need to roll its initiative, don't I? So its initiative is going to be maybe high. 17.
It's faster than me, I think. Oh no, same as me.
So it basically rises out of the ground, mumbles some words that sound like grinding of stone and falling dirt. And per level, this is going to be huge, isn't it?
Oh, great.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I can do that. More drawing.
Yay!
More drawings.
We love it so when you draw for us.
My name is Simon. I like to do drawings.
What is that from?
Old kid's cartoon.
Okay.
Kid that drew stuff with his magic crayon or chalk or whatever in it.
So, all throughout the front end of the hall, the stone floor shapes into long, sharp points that stick up towards you. And even looking ahead, even though you've kind of have it underneath your feet, looking ahead, it's very difficult to see them. It's essentially the floor has now turned into spikes.
Oh, okay, like spike stone or whatever it's called.
Yes, that would be exactly what it's called.
He needs to stop that.
But yeah, he does need to stop that.
And that will be a surprise round, so you can go in. Oh, sorry, Demir, I guess, gets an action, doesn't he? Appropriately at the end of initiative, too.
Yeah, excellent. What is this thing?
Knowledge
No,
religion, which we know the party's good at, right?
Yeah, we're the best at knowledge religion. Let me see here. Knowledge religion is, here we go, roll that with that. That's my knowledge religion. Yes. 11.
You have no earthly idea.
All right, looks like it's made of rocks and is probably something terrible.
Alex can give it a go. And remember, you can always tell me to have Alex roll the good one if you ever want.
Oh yeah, if
Oh, yeah.
she has knowledge religion, let's let her
Oh,
do it.
she has all knowledges. She does.
Sure.
But what I mentioned, she has that once per day roll a nat 20. Or
Oh, okay.
rolls
Yeah.
a nat 20.
If we really need to know, you mean?
Yeah.
I gotcha.
I try to keep mentioning these things until you actually use them, so I make sure you're actually remembering them instead of saving them for appropriate times. Saving
don't.
is good too.
I keep forgetting.
Goodness knows there might actually be more dangerous undead you might want identified more than this.
Right.
Why don't we do it now?
You can do it now if you want. Well, she's. Yeah.
I don't know. I'll drop a. What are we thinking?
What are you thinking?
Yeah.
You
I'm
can't dispel an aura, can you?
no.
No, supernatural. I think.
Yeah. The way to dispel this aura is to beat that thing unconscious.
Okay.
I'll flame strike it before the party closes with it,
All right.
because
So
I'm guessing Gorham's going to be in the way in a minute.
he might. It's difficult terrain, moving 10 feet. So 21 sounds like a save actually.
You needed 21 to save.
So let's get some half damage then.
Thanks, dude. 38. That's pretty good.
Wow, that's a lot of sixes.
I like that. We need more of those.
So 19 then.
Take 'em, Ziflame, strike 'em.
So it takes it,
Good.
and then you can kind of see as it's standing there, some of the rock and ground is kind of rolling up the skeleton and going back to repair places where bone and dirt fell off of
Some
it.
kind of fast healing.
Yeah, it does healing.
Gorham. As we start the proper rounds now.
I guess I will try and close with it across the spiky ground.
So
Horrible is this going to be for me?
you. Wow, this is just outright mean.
Yeah.
Really?
So in addition to the difficult terrain, Any
Gonna
creature
take
moving
damage?
on foot into or through the spell's area moves at half speed. In
Okay.
addition, so it's difficult terrain because it has this ripple thing, right?
Right.
The spell makes it move at half speed.
Wow.
So Gorm is at a speed of 10 going through difficult terrain, and each creature moving through the area takes 1d8 points of piercing damage for every 5 feet of movement through the spiked area.
Shit.
10. Ouch. Well, I've got my boots of straight and springing, so I'm 30 normally.
Okay. So also any creature that takes damage must succeed a reflex save to avoid injuries to its feet and legs. Failed save causes speed to be reduced to half normal for 24 hours. So basically, unless healed by cure spell, it's not a huge thing.
Holy crap.
Basically, yeah. Until he gets cured, if he takes damage and fails a reflex save, he'll continue to be at half speed outside of it as well,
Wow.
because he hurt his toesies. So yes. So if you're moving at 15 through difficult terrain, what are you doing then?
I will attempt to move up to here to be able to whack at him.
Okay, so it's a double move, but you can get there. You're, however, going to take 3d8 points of damage and can make me a reflex save.
Wow.
Great. And he's probably going to whack at me. 20.
So it's 10 points, only 7 to you, because you are wearing your armor.
Yes.
And you're able to resist hurting your tender toesies.
All right. Now I get to find out what happens when
Toesies.
what nasty wing he's got on his attack.
Alex's turn. Alex doesn't have anything really special for movement, does she? I don't think so. I don't think she wants to move, so I think she's going to pull out a Wand of Magic Missile. That seems to be the go-by range attack for her. And attempts to use it. Oh, it's a 14 because of stuffs. Yeah, she succeeds in pulling it off. A few magic missiles will wing towards it
Chink, chink, chink.
for 10 points of damage. Yep.
That stupid healing every round's got to stop.
And yeah, I don't think Alex particularly wants to move through there, nor is there much of a need, really. Juniper.
Yes.
Sharp
I'm
spikes all around you.
going to start to fly.
Sounds like a good idea.
It does, doesn't it?
That must be nice.
So that is a standard to activate your hex.
Mm-hmm.
Are you moving anywhere in particular with it?
Possibly a bit towards the battle.
Are you actually flying?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just saying because you can actually just levitate if you want.
Well, okay. Why would I pick one over the other? Does one use up more of something?
Fly, you have limited duration. Levitate, I think, is at will, but it's just up and down. You would have to reach the ceiling and kind of crawl, push yourself along to actually move
How high
distance.
is the ceiling?
So
How
the
high?
ceiling is 30 feet up.
Okay. I'm probably going to fly, at least for now. I'm going to fly towards where he is to put myself in a good position to do things.
Okay, when you say where he is, you need to be a little bit more specific.
I'm
Do you
looking.
mean like 30 feet above him if you can?
I think I would like to be sort of around here.
Okay, and how high up would you like to be?
I'm going to be... How high does levitate take you?
Oh, no, if you're levitating, you couldn't move forward. It's
I know.
just up and down.
Okay.
If
I know.
if you're flying, then you can fly however high you want.
But if I'm wanting to fly somewhere and then potentially levitate.
Then you'd have to wait until next turn to activate levitate.
Okay. Well, I'll be 10 feet off the ground.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Mhm.
Though once you've activated, you've used a minute up anyway, even if you just use it for one round. So you kind of
Mhm.
might just want to stay flying.
Okay. Yep.
The Gao Kubo.
What horrible thing does it
the
do to
land
me?
of weird stuff, Lockhart.
I quite like this. I like this thing.
Really?
I do like this thing.
Who'd have thought it?
Apparently, so did the designers, unless you added this in to replace all the stuff we killed.
What? What? A keep that generates things? Whatever.
Pulls things into it. Great.
So I think it might do that.
Huh.
Yeah, it'll full attack for now. It'll full attack. Sure, sure. So it bites and slams with its massive bony arms. So a bite. 26 will hit, I believe. 28
Yeah.
will hit. And a 31 will hit.
Wow.
Crap.
And I guess. Well, none of these is going to be less than the amount, so I'll just roll them all at the same time. 8 plus 2d6 plus 18.
Ouch.
So 27, that'll be minus 9 for 3 hits, so 18 points damage to Gorham. And in addition,
Oh,
Of course.
make me 3 will saves.
Oh, great. Each of its attacks I got to make a wingy save on? Well, I will not
Yes.
make 3, I'm pretty sure. 7? No.
Oh, wow.
13 and 9. No, no, no.
Okay. Gorham is cursed.
oh, Jesus.
A- wow. Nasty. A -4 penalty on all attack rolls, saving throws, and skill checks.
Nice.
And any critical threat against the victim automatically confirms.
Oh, great.
Furthermore, since he was cursed with the first attack and then failed to be hit with the next one, he's now staggered for 1 round.
Nice.
This is not a good creature.
Demir.
This is one of those things that locks the party down.
Demir.
Demir's thinking, I can't walk there, I don't think.
You could.
I could.
The question is, do you want to?
Not really. I'll attempt to offset some of the evil by... I don't know, do I want to just flame strike the shit out of it and burn all my spells? Not really. I'll cast Blessing of Fervor on the party. Gives us some more options.
The party is fervored. Any movement?
I can't 5 foot, so I'd have to actually move, wouldn't I?
Oh, yes, but you have a move action.
And then I'll save and take damage and all of that business, huh?
Quite possibly, yes.
I'll move 10 feet forward, which is half a move, right?
Well, your regular movement is 20 feet.
Correct.
So within the spikes, it's halved, and it's difficult terrain, so it takes 10 feet to move.
So 5 feet is the...
So I'm to there, then, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, I will struggle forwards.
So you will take from the spikes 8 points of damage, and can make me a reflex save.
22.
Yeah, that's sufficient.
Thank you.
Gorham, you're staggered, so a move or a standard action.
Okay. If I take the extra attack from Blessing of Fervor, do I still get an extra attack
No.
by being staggered? Okay.
No, because it's a full attack action, is a full round action. You can take a standard or a move.
All
So
right.
attack it with one of your normal standards, and
Attack it, yeah.
take the +2 to hit.
Yeah.
So between heroism and the +2 to hit, that will completely cancel out your curse.
Yay.
Come on, Gorham, wallop the crap out of it.
38. That's a critical threat.
Roll confirm.
35.
Yes, confirmed. Ooh.
All right. So we will do. This is a single attack. 36 and 29. So 65.
Okay. Well, you might want to ignore the second d6 and roll a d10, shouldn't you?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Wow.
Well, and then 2 points acid burst.
Do you get
Like,
do you get the extra 5 points damage on a single attack?
the extra. Well, I get the. Which extra 5 points?
Well, you're plus 25. Aren't you normally plus 20 to damage?
20, but on single attack, I get. Oh, shoot. Where's that come from?
Is that overhand chop?
Yeah, I think that's the overhand chop if I'm doing the
Okay.
2.
So
Overhead chop, maybe?
66.
So, yeah,
Is it
I get double strength out of the overhand chop, and then I get something else.
Overhead
the-
chop.
Oh, well, it's close enough, I think. I don't think it will hugely matter at the moment. But to say you chop off a huge ounce, ribs and whatnot, hitting the ground, totally unable to keep up with the small amount trailing up its body to deal with the damage.
Good.
But it's still standing.
Bad.
Yeah. So I'll be
Alex
cursed again.
will use another attempt to use the wand again. And succeeds.
Excellent.
More little beads of force shooting through the air towards this horrible monstrosity for 12 points of damage.
Whittling away.
Juniper.
Go on, Juniper, throw something at it.
Not much left of it, but it's still there.
I cast lightning bolt on its ass.
Is it made of rocks, did you say?
Rock, earth, and bone.
Okay.
Will that work?
I don't know, but
No.
I don't know.
I will mention there isn't much left to it.
Okay.
Yay.
Maybe I could just hit it with my hair.
Huh?
There's hair. There's also magic missile or ear piercing
Oh, yeah.
speech.
Let me use my magic missile wand. I haven't used that for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a spellcraft roll?
I don't want to be too mean and have you use something when it's on very little hit points.
That's
Use
okay.
magic
Thank you.
device.
I use magic device check, yes.
Okay.
Of which you are plus 2 because of heroism.
Nice.
Use magic device is 13.
So it'll be 15.
15. So 20.
Just enough.
Aha.
So you can also roll 3d4 plus 3.
3d4
3d4.
plus 3. 10 hit points.
All right. And with some little dark beads from Juniper's wand, the final joints of the creature holding its undead form together collapse. And with a growling rumble of earth, it turns into just a pile on the floor, the wavy rumbling of the movement dissipating. The spikes
Good job,
stay,
Juniper.
however.
Oh,
Really?
So it just stone shaped the ground, basically.
Oh no, it cast a spell with a very long duration.
Great.
And now it's going to be buggered off, so there's no treasure.
It's all about the treasure, Gorham, isn't it?
For my next armor upgrade.
I guess that's fair.
Juniper, do you think you could maybe carry me?
Yes, probably.
What is Juniper's strength?
Can we spellcraft this spell and see what it is?
Sure, you sure can.
That's it,
I know, I know what it is, but I know my character doesn't, so I'm going to try my best.
34 for spellcraft.
Good enough.
It's
You'll let Juniper do
spike
it.
stones. It will last for 1 hour per level.
Holy crap.
So we either walk through it, you stone shape part of it, or we spell.
Actually,
Yeah.
what might be more appropriate is the witch levitate thing self only?
Probably. Most witch stuff is.
Just
Okay, isn't it?
if we can
Yeah,
check
it's
that.
personal.
Is levitate personal?
It says, yeah, flight.
is first level Featherfall at will, third level levitate, and then underneath everything it says personal.
Well, but the fly is personal. But if it's levitate at will, levitate is personal or close. You can target you or one willing creature.
Okay.
So, if I may suggest something,
I could cast it on somebody else.
want to lift. I think your strength is that high. You could totally levitate them up and just pull them and then levitate them down.
She can only cast levitate once per day.
Was it just once per day?
No, because wasn't it? Did I get-
Featherfall at will. Levitate once a day.
Oh, Featherfall at will, yeah.
Yeah, she can only cast it once per day.
Oh, let's see.
She can cast Fly as the spell for a number of minutes equal to her level. She can cast Levitate once per day, and she has Featherfall at will. And she's more buoyant in water,
Yeah,
because witches float.
Float.
Well,
But
and
I still could cast it now.
Yeah, you could still cast Levitate on someone.
I was going to say, in any event, Gorm can just step outside of the effect and be safe now.
Ah.
Right, where is the effect?
Oh, I thought it was huge.
Can you not see the box?
No.
I just saw Zora. I thought it was that whole area.
Did you not see
Oh.
the thick outlines?
No.
Nope.
Oh,
I should have made them a different color. How can I do this here?
Are we in the middle of it?
You are in the middle of it. Sorry, I thought you guys. I assumed you could see it.
No. I just assumed it was the whole aura area. Oh. Okay.
No, I didn't see that either.
Oh.
Ah.
What? Oh, was it like a cone coming from its area?
No, it could pick any 20-foot square per level.
Oh,
So it
okay.
just chose to put you guys in the middle of it.
Nice.
Start chopping off spikes.
What?
I suppose I should actually leave it there. Have to retreat through here. That could be pretty dangerous. All
It's gonna take a while, right?
It's
It would
one
stop
hour
anything
per
to
level.
come through behind us.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah, unless it
fly.
gets dispelled or something.
Juniper, you land. I'll get Alex. in a
After
sec.
that, that's a fair point. If Juniper wants to try to dispel it, or someone has dispel magic,
Well, that's one option.
that's one
It's a
option.
it's high. You've got dispel magic learned.
Yeah.
And we can
Might
get
need
past
it.
it, just pour poison
Just-
all over him.
Yeah, we might need it later. I'll cast levitate on myself, and I'll cast levitate on Alex.
Oh, do you have levitate? Oh, that's right. You're haunted.
Yes, I do.
All right. So they start floating off the ground, and Juniper is able to ferry them across with her 1 minute of flight.
Thank Juniper.
If that's being done.
Yes.
How many minutes of flight do you estimate I've used up?
No, you've only used 1 minute.
Okay, thank you.
Every round of combat is 6 seconds, so you've got plenty of time.
You're maybe just slightly winded from all the flying afterwards. All right. So
That was nasty.
that was that. What's the party
So,
doing?
Do you want to go to the tower, the library, or to one of the doors we haven't tried yet?
I'm loath to leave that blank area behind us.
We do tend to be completists anyways.
It might be worth at least noting that looking at the library door, it certainly doesn't appear to be any particular smoke or fire damage from around the edges.
Is it closed?
The door is closed. All the doors are closed.
Do we check the library first?
Can you scan through the door with detect magic to see if there's, like strong things in there, or is just the overriding aura of the keep gonna wash out all that stuff?
It's a bit of a waste.
Well,
Yeah.
detect magic is free.
It also probably won't penetrate
Right?
through the stone. of this place,
Zero
typically.
spell.
All right. So we approach a door, right?
And I'm just gonna. Well, no, I leave the drawings. That's right. They might be important. All right. Are you approaching a door? Then?
Yes.
Yes.
Approach a door.
You want to do the library or the tower?
Which
yes.
one? Which one would we be going past to get to the other?
The
You-
one to the. I think we need to do the tower because we've not been in it yet, and
I
there's
think
clearly
so.
something in there.
Yeah.
We may as well go and deal with it while we're relatively not dead.
All right.
I'm just wondering time-wise, how are we doing here?
Oh.
Oh yeah, we're approaching.
I'm good.
It's like, let's do this thing.
Well,
I could probably do one encounter.
Okay, so do you want to go through the library to the tower, or do you want to go to the tower?
Your choice.
which one? Have we been in the library?
We opened the
looked in
door,
the door.
we fought the wraiths, and that's where the Pukwudgie was, but apparently it doesn't look like it's burnt anymore. So I'm wondering if it's recharged itself.
Alex can go and listen at the door.
Okay, good call.
Yep.
Send Alex to listen at the library door, and we'll follow up behind him.
Yay, the floor doesn't open up under Alex yet.
All right, so Alex will approach the door, take a listen, and a general look around. Seems pretty quiet in there. Doesn't smell like anything really burnt, just old books.
Can you put anything through the door handles to prevent it being opened?
I could try keeping the door closed, put something in the hinges, yeah.
Which way does it open?
How?
It's your call. It either opens into the Great Hall or into the library.
It opens like a Star Trek
I
door.
imagine as most doors, they would open into the room,
Okay.
as I believe that is tends to be the rule for most doors.
Probably. Yes, that is very true.
So it opens into the room, yes.
You can disable.
Are you going to do anything with that knowledge now?
Oh, I was just asking.
Uh-huh. But yes, no, she could disable the door to prevent it from being opened.
That seems like a good compromise. So we can prevent that one being opened towards us so that people can come behind us and then we can go and check the tower.
All right.
Oh, okay, I see. I thought we were going to go through the library to the tower. So check this room on our way to this door.
Well, we're gonna put them in
I
both
don't
rooms anyways eventually, but
Oh, okay. I'm confused. Which one's the library?
This
the one right below us.
Oh, okay. So then we can go through it, I guess. So
Yeah.
I won't. Okay. I thought we were going past it.
I don't think we can leave the tower over here without actually checking it out.
No. Yep.
Because who knows what's in it? It could be packed full of skeletons or something. Okay, Gorum, let's do the door.
Open library door.
All right, opening it up. The bookshelves are there.
15
Books upon them.
Pukwudgies.
There is no sign of any Pukwudgies, nor is there any sign of any woman's legs. It appears to be empty and dusty.
Search
And
the books for the porn
as-
stash.
Almost as soon as it's opened, the spines of the book, from the top of them, gently begin to softly weep blood.
Creepy.
Nice. What flavor of blood?
Are you going in and tasting it?
I'll enter the library.
All right. Gorm enters the library.
Oh, didn't want to edit my token.
There is no particular reaction other than some of the books shuddering slightly.
They like me.
The drip of blood hitting the floor.
I will
This
search
is
for
not-
an interesting book on the northern bookshelf.
Is this an illusion?
You can't really ask that question to me. What is Demir doing to determine if it's an illusion?
I'll cast Detect Magic into the room.
All right.
The whole keep is magic.
There is indeed a general magical aura from the room, yes.
I will wait until I can figure out what it is.
Spellcraft check.
Of course.
I'm tempted to perceive if there's a porn stash or something else valuable on these bookshelves.
17. I suck so hard at those checks.
You cannot determine.
Every time. I don't think I've determined a single aura yet.
can I find the porn?
Are you searching the books?
Yes. I rolled a 32 on a perception.
All right, so you actually have a pretty good perception, don't you?
Yes.
You flick through the books. Most of them, the titles. Well, first of all, they seem to be very random and highly disorganized. And the titles range from things like Varisian fairy tales to cookbooks to ancient primers on field tactics and stories. However, as you kind of flip through them, the words kind of start to change for the most part from their general appearance it appears to be figures tied to stakes, fire being set to them. All this kind of being illustrated just with written letter page by page.
Ooh.
You almost swear by the last pages the faces or the body types look very familiar to you.
Like me?
Yes, some of them are. You are able to see, however, that there is one book that does not bleed blood, as it were. It has a jeweled, a gold spine with jewels upon it. It seemed to actually be hidden behind some books with fairly heavy metal, possibly even lead covers on them.
Now Gorham has a spell book. Woo! No.
It actually seems to be very much Gorham's type of book. Lots of a brief flip through, lots of things about bodily exercises and things one can do to improve health.
Excellent. We'll be having that book.
All right.
And what the heck? I'll take a bleeding book too.
Okay, it's slippery to grasp. It slides out at first.
Mm.
It actually, as it hits the floor, even though the floor is not tilted that you can see, from the pooling of blood underneath it, it slides underneath the very thin layer of the bookshelf, keeping it on the floor.
Okay, one book. I'll just take the exercise book.
Exercise book.
Anyone else doing something in here, or are you just walking back as creepier and Gorham is just hands covered in blood at this point?
Lick finger, turn page. Lick finger, turn page.
What you got, Gorham?
Sorry, what was that, Lindsay?
Did somebody detect magic?
I
Yes.
did, but I fluffed it.
Okay, I will cast detect magic. Do I have to do a...
Well, the room detects as strongly magical.
Is my book magic?
Yeah.
His book detects as magic as well. A different
Nice.
aura.
Just that one book?
Just that one book.
Okay.
The other aura kind of seems to blend into the bookcases, the books, the walls, the general room.
What about the other ones that are bleeding?
Oh, no, like I said, those books kind of blend into that general aura, yes.
Okay.
They're fascinating reads too. Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
I got you.
Hello.
It's just that the buzz behind Lockhart went away for a second.
Oh, okay.
That's why it seemed quiet.
They won't hear it. I'll remove it with the noise remover. Don't bring attention to it.
The noise removed.
The sound of screaming children behind Lockhart.
Whoa!
Okay.
I guess if I'm going to be, I'll come back out with the book to let her look at it or whatever. Okay.
Okay. He
No
seems-
bloody book for me.
Well, Gorham has come out to hand a book to Juniper, despite Juniper not saying anything about it, apparently.
Sorry?
Oh, can you tell me what the magic book is?
Yes, probably. Does my detect magic work on that still?
Yeah, you can use a spellcraft if you can hold it within your hands to determine what kind of magical item it is.
Okay. Spellcraft 31.
That sounds pretty good.
Only pretty good.
Let me guess what it is. Let me guess. Can I guess?
Yeah?
It's a manual of gainful exercise.
Wrong. It is.
And I'm gonna guess it's +1 because they're super expensive.
It is a manual of bodily health.
Oh!
Ooh,
It is indeed +1.
me likey.
If anyone reads this, this thick tome contains tips on health and fitness, but entwined within the words is a powerful magical effect. If anyone reads this book, which takes a total of 48 hours over a minimum of 6 days, he gains an inherent bonus from +1 to +5 to his Constitution score. Once the book is read, the magic disappears from the pages and it becomes a normal book.
Is that going to help anyone right now?
I'm not on the cusp.
Linz, what's your con?
My con is 14 +2.
It's not going to help anyone right now.
Well, it
No.
helps eventually.
If
It's
you
a
choose
step.
if you choose to drop a stat bonus into con,
Or you
What-
get an odd bonus item.
Does anyone else have an uneven one?
I don't. My con's pathetic. It's 10. It's like Gorham's. Our con is not.
Mine's 12 and I've got
if
a
you want to
+2
turn
item.
up your nose at a good magic item, that's up to you.
No, it's a good magic item. I'm just saying it is a good magic item. It's an expensive one as well.
So you'd rather sell it for half of its value to buy a different magic item.
Just throwing the option out there.
What does it do? It gives you
It
if we're
gives a +1 bonus to a con score.
Basically, increases your constitution by 1.
For
Okay.
one person. Yeah.
you have to read it for 48 hours.
Over 6 days.
Okay.
So you're not going to be benefiting from it now, but...
Mhm.
Alright. How are
Another
we?
expensive because they take a wish or a miracle, don't they?
Just pocket it for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, chuck it in the bag. So we're going to work through the bleeding book room to the tower, or are we done for the night?
Sure.
You can do that, I think.
We done for the night?
What the heck?
What the heck?
What
we're
are we
fast.
It's only sleep.
You die really quickly, so
doing? No, we could, it's a good stopping point. You know, I don't want you to kill yourself for your ferry ride.
Last time I played till 10:30, so that's yeah. I'll keep going.
okay.
What time is it?
12.
10.
It's
10
10,
or
11, 12.
I'm going to say it's midnight over here, dude. What's wrong with you, you big woman?
Yeah, I can get up in 5 hours.
You get up at like 3 o'clock, don't you?
Yeah, about 3:30 probably.
Hal
That's
gets up
crazy.
in 5 hours too, so you're
Yeah,
even.
I get up at 5, so
Yeah.
we're about even.
I think it's probably good to stop for you people who works. We can...
All right.
Lockhart and I'll carry on, right?
Yeah, you
Yes.
guys just play us a bit. Okay, give us XP, Lockhart.
Alright, so...
5,000 or whatever we're going
It's
to
a
get.
decent chunk, but not an amazing amount. Unfortunate for the short session thing. Where did I count?
But wolves and Boneface guy. Yeah.
No, we definitely get experience for him. So for 4 Dark Forest Wolves is a total of 6,400.
Yeah.
And for 1 Goo Kubu, I should have to...
It just sounds like you're saying random
Guy.
noises.
Guy Kubu
Gaboo boo, like you're talking to a baby.
is 4,800.
Goo boo boo boo.
For a total of 11,200 divided by 3,
Okay.
3,733.
Oh, edging up.
Yep.
What's that put us on, ladies?
What do we got? What's the total? Drum roll.
That should put us at 143,580.
It's not bad. Pretty close. Just a 10,000 and change.
I think all those XP points could just be in that tower right there.
Yeah, right. They could all just be sat there in bags. We don't even have to kill anything.
Going, we want to be given to you.
Yep. Oh, you're cutting out a bit.
We want to be given to you all.
All right, kids. Should we stop the recorderizer?
That's where they keep their owls for sending to the dock Hogwarts.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye, listeners.
Bye.
Bye,
Oh.
listener.